The Eight of Wands and the Lovers. Interesting. This is a very quick development of the story between being alone versus being lonely, or choosing to see a glass half empty versus seeing the glass half full. That's what I'm receiving here. This could obviously, it implies the obvious with the presence of these, that this may be the quick oncoming of a new relationship, but I like to go a layer deeper to understand what it is that the relationship could be teaching you as it comes in. And from that lesson, how it is that it can reflect in other ways outside of a romantic relationship. If we're looking at the animus versus anima inside of a person, the masculine and the feminine, there's a rapid balance between those two energies, where before someone was very afraid of doing something, and then in almost a second, the person no longer understands the fear they had about doing the thing. You know what I mean? Where they're suddenly fearless, unafraid, expansive, ready to go, ready for more, ready to do more things. I'm getting the release of also doing more things. I'm getting somebody who previously feared doing things alone, now stepping into the power of being able to do things alone. You know what I mean? A good flip of something that used to feel very daunting and disempowering. Perfect. The Hanged Man. Very much outside of your control. Definitely not something that you could be doing any more than what you're doing right now. In fact, you could do with doing a little bit less, the Two of Pentacles. You might be doing too much right now, and it's totally unnecessary with the presence of these two major arcana cards paired with the Eight of Wands. This is something that will happen so quickly that it'll almost fly over your head. And suddenly, so this is a random sensation. But imagine there's a big sound coming from behind you. You're living life, doing your thing. A huge sound comes from behind you. You turn to observe it, and as you see it, be it a plane or something, you return your attention to the front of you, and suddenly you realize everything has changed. And you don't even know how you got here, but it's changed, and it's doing so in a way that seems fun, more connected. I'm getting like a blending of yourself into your reality or into your living experience or even into another person that will overall help you feel less alone. It's going to deal with that yearning aspect that you may or may not deal with, maybe lack of emotional safety within the personal self, where you just generally live your days not feeling secure or comfortable, a complete like nice solve of that is what I'm receiving here. Beneath the Two of Pentacles, you have the Ten of Pentacles, which is really wonderful, and then the Queen of Swords. For any potential helpful clarity, whatever this sense of discomfort is, anxiety, a feeling of being nervous about moving forward, it will come from what I'm getting, focusing very astutely, very hard, focus so hard on the end goal, on whatever it is. It's like the suggestion that people tell you while you're studying to focus or envision yourself holding your degree, That kind of thing might be helpful in dealing with these rocky waters that you're trying to balance yourself in right now. It really won't be, I have to emphasize, because you may be somebody who works hard and thinks you need to work harder. That will lead to burnout. Please be aware of burning yourself out and pushing past your limits because you think you need to do more when you do not have to do any more. Please don't think that you have to do any more. Very, very important. Like I said, the thing that needs tending to the most from what I'm receiving here is the space, the mind, the head space, meditation, affirmations, journaling, anything that can get you calm so that you then can get focused. Because it feels like, well, for me, if you really want to embody the sensations of the hangman, you're hanging like this. There's nothing, it's almost like being in quicksand where there's nothing that you can do. So you may as well be calm. And rushing or trying to wiggle or do anything might put you in an already, it might put you in a worse state than you are in now, hanging upside down like this or sinking in the sand. You know what I mean? So my go-to is generally to always try to keep calm. And the follow from that is the moon and then the Queen of Wands. If you're into rituals, consider doing that on the moon phase. The next moon phase for me, as I'm posting this reading, is in about a week. That might be relevant to you, but whenever it is that you find that you're underneath either a full or new moon, consider feeling into and doing research on what that could mean, what you could do about the rituals, and get into the ritual work. You'll be surprised by how well it works for you. I don't think I'm going to give any more than that. I think that that is enough. If you are looking for more, please feel free to reach out to me via DM and book a reading. Or, most importantly, better than anything that I can give you, trust yourself. I hope you can trust yourself. I will see you in the next reading.